troubled mind. I left my body lying somewhere in the sands of time, but I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. I feel there's nothing I can do. I watched the world float to the dark side of the moon. After all, I knew it had to be something to do with you. I really don't mind what happens now and then, as long as you'll be my friend at the end. If I go crazy, then will you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well, will you be there holding my hand? I'll keep you by my side with my superhuman, my kryptonite. Of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground, won't be turned around, and I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down. One life in a world that keeps on pushing me around, but I'll stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down.
On how this is affecting rush hour traffic in just a few minutes.
For years, it's been a part of the morning routine for an awful lot of people in Tampa. The Krispy Kreme donut shop in ruins tonight, burned to the ground. It stood along West Kennedy for 40 years. It's been a fixture in Tampa. The fire there broke out this morning. The latest now from 10 News reporter Lena Lai, who's live at the scene. Lena?
Pat, well, this Krispy Kreme donut shop opened in 1954 and is perhaps Florida's oldest donut shop. Behind me, the cinders are still smoldering from the early morning fire that destroyed this Tampa landmark, and with it, a lot of memories. It was the regular morning crowd inside the Krispy Kreme donut shop when suddenly smoke poured out from the ceiling and the store was engulfed in flames. Just like that, 40 years of history inside what's perhaps Florida's oldest donut shop was gone. So were the jobs.
Well, it's kind of like going to a funeral. Been there 28 years.
And so were the childhood memories for the adults working to put out the fire.
At some time in anybody's life that's lived here in Tampa, this was a part of their routine.
In 1952, Bill McCoy bought one of the first Krispy Kreme franchises. He moved the store to the West Kennedy location 2 years later. Before there were candy and preservatives, Tampa school children sold Krispy Kreme donuts. America's favorite donut was its slogan, and this became Tampa's favorite donut shop. Bill passed away and passed on the legend to his son, Bob.
This was the original, and the original, you always kind of have a little special place in your heart for that, so yeah, it's a sad day.
The McCoys plan to make new memories and start a new generation hooked on the Krispy Kreme morning routine. But the old memories are hard to forget.
This is the last box of donuts taken out just before the fire.
And now everyday things salvaged become priceless treasures.
We're going to bounce back here in just a little bit. Give us some time.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, insurance won't cover everything, but folks here are planning to rebuild. They're even planning to set up a temporary donut stand tomorrow morning right there in the parking lot to help people get their donut fix. Pat?
Lena, no injuries here. What about the cause? Any indication as to what that was yet?
Well, firefighters believe the fire started within the store's heating system in the ceiling. However, there is no known cause just yet, Pat.
All right, Lena, thank you very much. Lena live for us in Tampa tonight. By the way, the McCoys do have another shop on Florida Avenue. All the baking will be done there until the location on Kennedy is rebuilt. And now on to the Super Tuesday sweepstakes. Florida, one of 7 states holding presidential primary.
Most of us can escape the heat, but not firefighters. Regardless of the temperature, they have to find a way to beat it. Stacy Phillips is live tonight at a fire station in St. Petersburg to show us how they do it.
Well, beating it is not easy. It's hard to imagine with these temperatures wearing anything besides a bathing suit. But firefighters put on this jacket, the helmet, the boots. It all weighs more than 40 pounds, and they do it every day. The people in this home got out safely despite the fire, but those fighting it are not out of danger. They're not only fighting the fire, but the heat.
Big difference with the heat index so high today where it's above 100 degrees. You can almost cut your working time down in half. And at a large fire, we have to call a lot more firefighters to take up the slack for the firefighters who are taking longer to recover due to the heat.
That's exactly what happened here. This firefighter was overcome by the heat. Station 5 in Tampa let us ride along with them to see how they battle this fireball.
And it does take a big toll on us, and if we have more than 1 or 2 fires in a day, it can take a big toll on how well you can do your job.
That's not hard to imagine. Just look what they have to wear.
When it's 95 degrees out, it just feels worse, but it's still got to be worn and everything for all our job use and everything.
But the gear is often necessary, even if there's not a fire.
Engine 5, we got wires down at 805 Stratton.
There were no fires while we were with them, but their equipment had to be worn because of these hot power lines.
It does take its toll on you after time. Yeah, it's a real job to wear all of this and everything else and then go into a fire too.
Okay, and remember, not only do they have all this gear on, but to put in perspective what they deal with when they walk into a burning home, sometimes the temperatures are higher than 500 degrees. And to bring that closer to home, imagine your own oven. Some of our ovens don't even get that hot, but it's something that's part of the job, so it's something they have to deal with. Reporting live in St. Petersburg for the UPN 44 10 o'clock news, I'm Stacy Phillips.
That story raises an important question. Would you know what to do if you found a child face down in the water? It could take trained paramedics 4 minutes to arrive on the scene. News Channel 8's Yolanda Fernandez asked a Tampa Fire CPR instructor to show us what to do in those first life or death minutes.
Surface. Junior, you okay? There's no response. Tilt the head back. I need some help.
You rescue a child from the water, yell for help, and start CPR. It's as simple as ABC. A is for airway. To open the airway, press one hand on the forehead.
You want to take a couple of fingers just on the bony part of the chin.
And do it this way?
And tilt back. That's it.
Then B, check to see if they're breathing.
Look for chest rise. Listen for air, and feel for air on the side of your face.
Okay. If not, pinch the nose and deliver 2 good breaths.
Very good. You got chest rise.
Then C, check for circulation. Feel for a neck pulse.
You want to make sure you don't want to do chest compressions if he does have a pulse.
If there's no pulse, start chest compressions. For children, place only one hand on the chest.
And one good indicator is if you can see a nipple between the thumb and your hand, you're probably close to the right spot.
Press down an inch to an inch and a half.
A little bit faster. The rate is about 100 times per minute.
5 compressions to 1 breath.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your hand there. Breathe. Compress.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With a child under 9, first do CPR for about 20 cycles or about a minute, then go and call 911 and resume CPR.
Then you need to continue this until either help shows up, you're exhausted, can't continue, or you get a response.
The main thing is to stay calm and don't be afraid to do something.
Don't worry about being nervous. Do it. Just do it.
Yolanda Fernandez, News Channel 8.
Again, for a child under age 9, use one hand for chest compressions. Press 5 times and breathe once. For older kids and adults, use both hands and press 15 times, then breathe twice.
Story.
It's the second day in a row a fire truck showed up at Leroy Jones' house. But this time, the only blaze is Leroy's glory. The fire marshal came in person to congratulate the 9-year-old. Leroy's quick thinking saved 6 people from a fiery fate.
I want to present you with this certificate of our...
It was yesterday afternoon and Leroy's family was inside taking a nap. Leroy was down the street playing with friends when one of them noticed flames shooting out of Leroy's bedroom window.
He ran in the house, told me that the house was on fire.
Mom called 911 and got the little ones out, but Leroy's big sister was still in danger.
I thought that someone was going to get her. Come out. Mika was upstairs by herself sleeping.
Leroy ran up to get her, and Mika awoke, only to find herself in the middle of a bad dream.
I seen flames of fire and his bed sprays and stuff flying towards the door.
Within seconds, she and Leroy were out to safety as firefighters showed up to control the blaze. Today, Leroy's room is gone and the family is spread out with relatives. But they are alive and well, spared from the flames because of the fire in Leroy's belly. In Tampa, Lance Williams, News Channel 8.
The fire marshal's office says the fire began when a window fan fell onto a bed in Leroy's room. Damage is estimated at over $20,000.
You know, some people try just about everything to lose weight.
This is an accident at Dale Mabry.
Go stick this back in mine. That was 44's got 11. 44's got 11.